Welcome everyone to Yoga Nidra for deep rest. My name is Amelia Andaleon, and this is the first night of this particular class, this series. And make yourself comfortable. So this is actually a great class to go ahead and lay down. Yoga Nidra is typically practiced laying down. And because it is evening, or it might be evening for you when you're watching this, and maybe you're even tucked into bed, you can go ahead and get into bed. You can turn off your screen. Nothing to see, nothing to do. Just listen to my voice. So take some time to make yourself comfortable, whatever you need to do. If you need to turn off lights, or you want to put a pillow underneath your head, a blanket on top of you. And this entire meditation is going to be practiced laying down, and the body temperature can cool down sometimes from being so still, being as still as possible. So take that time to set up, maybe even as you're laying down, putting something underneath your knees, make it comfortable for your lower back. And as you're getting settled in, see if there's anything else that you need. If you happen to be in a room where it's a little bit bright, maybe you're putting an eye mask over your eyes, or if you can, turn off the lights and get settled into slowing down the breath, relaxing the body, and feeling the back body lay down on the foundation underneath you. As you're getting settled in, I'll share a little bit about who I am. My name is Amelia. I'm sharing this meditation with you from the San Francisco Bay Area. And it's kind of a funny little joke that I'm kind of known for putting people to sleep, which I think is a good thing. So my intention is to lead you into the state of Yoga Nidra, which is a state of mind. It leads you into theta waves, typically, maybe delta if you're going to go into a deep sleep, which is the same theta waves are typically the brain waves of meditation. So all you need to do is lay down. You can close your eyes if that's comfortable. Listen to the sound of my voice, because I know some of you, or maybe a lot of you, are going to be listening to this meditation and maybe using it to go to sleep. I will be ending the class very quietly and just quietly, softly inviting you to wake up from this yoga nidra. And at the same time, also inviting those of you who want to go right into your sleep until the morning. You'll also hear me say that too. Your subconscious will hear me. Maybe you won't hear me, but the subconscious will hear me. All right. Okay, so let's take a couple of minutes and just feeling what you feel and start observing your breath. I'll watch here another minute. Notice the body breathe. Notice the rise and fall of the breath in the front of the body. Notice the breath release as you exhale and let it go. Notice the body breathe in the back body. Maybe even feeling the back gently press against the floor, your mat, or your mattress. And then noticing the lungs and the rib cages as they expand on the right and left sides of the body. And softly, slowly releasing and letting it go. And watch the whole body breathe from the front, the back, the sides of the body. Releasing anything you want to let go of, maybe even sighing. Maybe it's the end of the day and you're like, I'm ready for sleep. I'm ready to let go. And now breathe the whole body, the top of the head to the tips of the toes, to the tips of the fingers. Breathing out all of the pores, breathing out all the joints, relaxing all the way from the top of the head to the tips of the fingers and the fingernails and the toenails, soles of the feet, palms of the hands, relaxing and letting go. And now place your hands, your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your heart, and watch the rise and fall of the breath here. And as you feel the palms touching the body, just notice the rhythm of your breath, the sensation underneath your palms. And with your top hand, your left hand on your heart, breathing in and bring to mind any intention, any sankalpa you want to set for your practice. So your sankalpa is your intention. And in Yoga Nidra, I'll invite you to repeat your intention several times during this practice, silently to yourself. And I'll invite you to repeat it once I've led you closer or fully into the state of Yoga Nidra when the mind is relaxed. We're getting into those theta waves, maybe those delta waves, where the mind can receive those words, your sankalpa, your intention. It receives it a little bit deeper, like really, really immersing that into the body, into the mind. And the invitation here is for you to set an intention in the positive sense. So if you have an intention to have maybe a good sleep, or maybe you want to rest or you want to relax. So for example, if the word is relaxed, I want to relax, your sankalpa, your affirmation will be, I am relaxed. I am relaxed. So take some time just searching, discovering, it's like, what are the words that are resonating with you? Just thinking maybe the first thing that comes to mind, not trying too hard. Like, I am, and what is your sankalpa for today? And go ahead and repeat it to yourself 3 times silently. Repeating it as I am in the positive sense, as if it's already been manifested. And keep your hands where they are, or if it's more comfortable, go ahead and relax the arms anywhere near your sides, or maybe both hands on your belly. Just take the time. Notice what feels comfortable for your arms, for your hands. If you want to put a bolster underneath your knees, check in, see how your back feels. And situate yourself so that you feel your heels touching your foundation. Your arms are relaxed, your neck is relaxed. Notice if you want a pillow, if you don't want a pillow. And maybe soften the shoulders down from your ears, and maybe the chin is gently dropping down to create a little bit of length at the back of your neck. All right, we've taken some time to be intentional in how you set up your posture. So now eyes closed or eyes open, and we'll begin the Yoga Nidra. As I name a body part, I'll be taking you through what's called a rotation of consciousness as I mention different body parts. Nothing for you to do. Just hear the name of the body part, observe and notice. And you'll hear me switching from right to left, top and bottom. Just notice, observe. Take a breath in. And a sigh out, let it go. And now create a comfortable breath. Inhale through the nostrils. And exhale, maybe softly out the mouth or softly out of the nostrils. Do this a few times and discover what is more relaxing for you tonight. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale through the nostrils or softly open the mouth and release and let it go. Do that 3 more times on your own. Discover a relaxing breath, breathing in through the nostrils and releasing through the nostrils or softly out of the lips. Continue that breath work and follow the instructions of my voice. Notice the forehead, right eye, left eye, corner of your right eye, corner of your left eye, cheekbone underneath the right eye, cheekbone underneath the left eye, right side of your jaw, left side of your jaw, travel up to the bridge of your nose, travel down the bridge of the nose, notice the tip of your nose. Notice how it feels. Notice the breath as you inhale through the nostrils and exhale through the nostrils. Notice the sensation of the breath in and out of the nostrils. Notice the temperature. Notice the breath in the right nostril. Notice the breath in the left nostril. Notice the breath out of both nostrils. Breathe in and breathe out. Repeating to yourself, I breathe in and I breathe out. I breathe in and I breathe out. Filling up with breath, emptying, letting something go. Bring your attention to the space below the nostrils, above the upper lip. Notice the sensation. Notice if you can feel the breath out of the nostrils above the upper lip. Notice what you notice. No judgment, no criticism. Observing and noticing. Notice the upper lip. Notice the lower lip. Notice the space in between the upper and lower lips. Notice if the pressure is soft. Is the space in between hard? Does it feel tight? Notice how the upper lip and lower lip, what does it feel like where they touch? Notice the tongue. Notice the throat. Notice the inside of the right cheek, inside of the left cheek. Notice the gums. Notice the teeth. Notice the entire mouth. Notice the whole face. The skin surrounding the forehead, the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw, the bridge of the nose, the lips, inside the mouth, the chin, the entire face. Notice the entire face. And let go of tension and tightness. Notice the entire face. Repeating to yourself, I am in a state of yoga nidra. My body is completely still. My mind is awake and aware. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice the chin. Notice the bones of the chin, the bones as you travel up the right and left sides of the jaw. Notice the softness at the jaw, the skin, the muscles, the softness of the cheeks. Breathe in and breathe out, traveling down the chin to the throat. Notice the throat. Notice, does it feel tight? Does it feel open? Does it feel warm? Does it feel cool? Notice the breath as you inhale. Notice the breath as you exhale. Take 5 more breaths in silence and notice what you hear as you breathe in and you breathe out. Notice the right side of your jaw, the left side of your jaw. Notice if you can unhinge the jaw, inviting in an openness, letting go of any tightness. Notice if the teeth are clenching. Invite in softness. Open the jaw. Relax. Let go of tension. Notice the whole face. Notice the skin on the face. Notice if the skin is tight. Is it smooth? Does it feel relaxed? Is it warm? Is it cool? Notice the skin on the entire face. What do you observe? What do you notice? Travel to the chin. Travel down the chin to the throat. And notice the throat. Would you like to swallow? Does the throat feel tight? Does it feel open? Is there anything here in the throat chakra, that you're holding on to that feels tight? An invitation here to acknowledge a truth or letting go of holding back a truth. An opportunity to open up your throat chakra, to connect to your authenticity, to speaking your truth, allowing yourself to be who you are and show up in your life in a way that feels authentic, truthful, aligned with what it means to be calm, grounded, and centered. Breathing into that throat, breathing into the throat chakra. And repeat this affirmation as you breathe in through the throat chakra. I breathe in my truth. I breathe out anything that doesn't serve me. I breathe in and activate my truth. I breathe out anything that does not align to who I am. 3 more times and repeat yourself silently your mantra, your affirmation, beginning with I am. Slowly fill up with breath and let something go. Repeating to yourself, I am in a state of yoga nidra. My body is completely still. My mind is awake and aware. Traveling your attention to your collarbones, traveling across to your right shoulder, down the right arm, the inside of the elbow, the inside of the right wrist, to the palm of your right hand, and notice what you feel in the palm of your right hand. Notice the temperature. Notice the texture. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing the arm as you travel up the back of the hand, the back of the elbow, the tricep, back up to the shoulder, across the collarbones, down the left shoulder, down the inside of the elbow, inside of the wrist, to the left palm of the hand, and pause and notice. Awakening the sensations, the inner witness, the observer. Notice the palm of your left hand. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your attention from your palm to the back of your hand and traveling up the back of the hand to the back of the elbow, back of the arm, the tricep up to the shoulder, back to the collarbones, and gently dropping into the heart space. Notice the rise of the breath as you inhale at the heart space. And take a sigh, release anything that doesn't serve you today. Breathing into the heart space. Breathing out, letting something go. Notice the breath. Notice the body breathe. Dropping down into the heart space and dropping a little bit deeper into the heart, into the center of the heart, into the center of the body, connecting all the way to the back of the heart, in between the shoulder blades. Breathing into the heart space in the front, inside and behind the heart, expanding as you inhale, emptying out as you exhale. Feeling the softness, the expansion from the inside out as you inhale. And as you exhale, keep your attention here and imagine that you can see the heart space and even the heart expanding and growing, stretching out from the inside out, and noticing the softness as you slowly release that breath and let it go. Observing the heart, observing this energy around the heart space, expanding in the body, expanding beyond the body, expanding in your experience of love and self-love, compassion and love towards others, whether you know them or whether they're strangers, to humans and all sentient beings, and softly just feeling the body release and let go. Staying here, breathing into the heart space, expanding, breathing, slow and soft. Repeating to yourself your mantra 3 more times in silence. Slowly bring your attention back to the front of your heart. Notice the rise and fall of the breath. And gently drop your attention down to the belly. The belly soft, the belly full. Notice, does the belly feel tight? Does it feel open? Does the belly feel warm? Does it feel cool? Notice what you notice as you inhale and expand in the belly. And as you exhale and release and let go. Follow the space around the belly and traveling around, imagining that there's a band from the front of the body around the sides all the way to the back of the belly. Feeling it in the back of the body. Feeling this band almost like there's a life ring surrounding this entire waistband, surrounding the belly. And seeing this life ring, this band, expanding as you inhale in all directions and releasing softly as you let go of that breath. Breathing in, my breath is full. Breathing out, I let go of anything that does not serve me. Breathing in, I expand and I grow. Breathing out, I release anything that doesn't serve me. Continue this breath work on your own for 1 more minute. Reminding yourself you're in a state of yoga nidra. So doing your best to stay awake and aware. The body is as still as possible. Observing the body breathe, the belly expand, front, sides, and back of the body. And releasing and letting go. So as we near the end of our Yoga Nidra this evening, you're invited to stay calm and relaxed and sink a little bit deeper and go right into a deep sleep. Or if you're ready to rise from this Yoga Nidra, watch your inhale and watch your exhale. And as I count 5 breaths from 5 to 1, with every single inhale, get a little bit bigger. With every single exhale, releasing and letting go until you reach 1 and feel the whole body breathe. And with that final exhale, you'll sigh out of the mouth and let it go. Starting with 5, breathe in and breathe out. 4, filling up, emptying, letting go. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. And our final breath, inhale for 1. And a big sigh. Let it go. Place your hands on your heart. And if you're awake, repeat your mantra to yourself 3 more times silently. And if you're awakening, softly flutter the eyes open. So those of you going to sleep, I wish you a deep slumber, deep rest. And those of you softly awakening, move slowly as you shift out of this yoga nidra. I hope you had a deep rest to refresh, renew, and allow you to enjoy whatever is next as you leave today's meditation. Palms together at Anjali Mudra. Thumbs touch in between your third eye. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Together we bow down in thanks. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Until next time, whether you're watching this live or listening to the recording, thank you so much for being here. I'll be back with you next Wednesday, 7:30 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.